Alright, so what is the problem? Tests take focus away from the students' learning and turns it into memorization. Teachers just hand out packets and push the information into the students instead of taking the time to actually teach.
We chose this because we as students understand how uninteresting school can be when teachers just pile you with work and don't take the time to get you involved and interested. Teachers are more focused on getting the students the material needed to pass the test and teaching them the material to understand and remember. So for the project, Jalen and I, we went to the Bellevue Library and we tutored
some of my sister's friends. It was for them, but
7th and 8th grade in math. Just before they did their quiz, well, when they did the quiz, it was kind of like,
yeah, they all failed it.
Everything
was like
40%.
Yeah, pretty bad.
And then so we helped them with their like quiz redemption completions, and just they kind of understood because we did color coding.
Yeah, it was very creative methods of teaching math.
And they understood it more. So we basically tutored them in their math, which was intro to pre-algebra.
Or it was intro to pre-algebra, algebra, and advanced algebra.
And they understood it, and they asked us if we could come help them more because their teacher
They liked us.
Because their teacher just shoves the information and doesn't teach it. They're just like, here's the packet, do it. So asked if her and I could continue even though the project is over.
Plus, they just really liked us. We're pretty cool kids.
Great.
So when I do it, just when you're doing multiplication and division, you just ignore the the negative sign. And then if it's two negatives, it's a positive. If it's two positives, obviously it's a positive. But if it's a positive and a negative, that's when it'll be negative. So just don't worry about it until last minute, otherwise it might confuse you.
For this one, since it's a fraction, that means that you're dividing. And so to get k alone, that means you need to multiply by -6. And so you multiply it right there to cross those out, and then also to the other side.
Did I do the same as the last one?
And then because there's two negatives right here, that makes it a positive. So your solution is going to be positive.
You do divide by negative, so it's -3. Because you have No, you would add 47 to -32 because you want to get the h by itself. So you would move this to that side. So it'd be -42 plus 37.
And I checked.
Yeah. You do no, you had it right. That's a negative. Just add this to this side.
We go from 472. I checked my answer.
Have 4 groups with x minus 2. And so the rectangles with the plus sign in it is a positive x. And then the
So the biggest thing that I thought when we started is that schools and teachers in general would be more open to us trying to help the students. Teachers were more open about it, but schools usually shut us down, and that's why our project had to change halfway through.
Before the project, I thought, creativity is obviously a huge problem in a lot of schools in America, and not just in America, just around the whole world, actually. And, mean, I still think that is a huge problem, even though Jalen and Nicole helped them. There's still so many kids out there that need more creative ways to learn, and so it's still a huge problem, but I mean, going step by step, that'll eventually solve the problem.
Well, when you're teaching one-on-one, it's more personal and it's easier to understand the information because, like, you have someone there to, like, ask questions if you have a question, and rather than, like, when you're in a classroom setting and it's, like, 20 kids, then you only have, like, it's one teacher in there, and so it's harder to, like, get your questions answered when you have them.
Before we did this, like, I was really optimistic, like, oh, we're gonna go to classrooms and, like, help these kids with creativity, and then teachers were just kind of like, oh, we don't want you. So before we did this, it was kind of like, this is a problem, we need creativity in schools, we need to kind of get to kids more interested in more learning instead of just, oh, I'm going to school to pass this test because society says, I need a good education, and we kind of level that by tests. But after I did this, like, I know it's an issue, but I know, like, where the issue is, and that is the too many students in a class with one teacher, and it's harder to teach a big group and then not get the information, and they just need the creativity.